have to click the button twice. Yeah, because I got to click it twice for my personal Facebook page for some reason. Are we on? Is this going? It says live 10, 11. Oh, here we go. Hey, Johnny Beane here. Quick reminder. Join me live from the NAMM show this weekend, this Friday, June 3rd. Technically, NAMM is June 3rd through June 5th, but I might be staying an extra day, Monday, June 6th as well, down in LA. So join me. Well, join us. There'll be a lot of us down there and all kinds of fun, all kinds of live videos, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you keep it right here on Johnny Beane TV. So welcome to Straturday night. If I can find the intro. I really have to organize all this. All right, here it is. Thank you so much. NAMM show, June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then possibly an extra day down in LA, June 6th. So make sure to keep it right here on Johnny Beane TV. And now, the one you've been waiting for. Jumpio.
For me. Happy Straturday night, everyone. How are we doing tonight?
Doing great, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
How are you?
Doing well. It's been a good week. Long week. Getting close to summer. So lots of fun. Lots of good stuff coming up. So
yeah. Speaking of that, speaking of fun.
Good segue.
Guess who's here? Trev.
Welcome, Trev.
Welcome, man.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me on, guys.
You're
been
welcome. Well, the thing is, for YouTube, it's been a while. For Twitch,
it's been a couple
we hang out every night on Twitch. We hung out earlier today. I mean, for hours and hours and hours.
Cool.
We had a lot of deep conversations today with Danskin.
Yes.
Talking about life and things and stuff and memories and crazy.
That's right. And you guys that aren't familiar, we have a friend Danskin from where's he at?
Sweden. Sweden. He's from Denmark, lives in Sweden.
He's from Sweden. And he joins us in the Discord on Twitch while we play GTA. And you guys, I know you guys don't believe us. We have an amazing time over there. Right, Trev? I mean,
oh yeah, we do.
I wish I had the time. I wish I could stay up late enough to hang out with you guys, but it's working regular 9 to 5 kind of thing. Can't do it. Can't be up too late. But this weekend I've got a long weekend, and already got plans, seeing some family and stuff. But tomorrow night, string change. Maybe I'll see if I can check in on that.
Oh, dude. That'd be awesome.
Anytime I can catch Johnny Beane in any of his many entertaining shows.
Positions? Oh.
Programs.
That's the right word.
Brought to you by FU10.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, all of the shows on the channel here. Thank you to our friends and sponsors. FU Tone, Tesi Switch, Kernels, Vineham Pickups, Swiss Picks, and a mystery spot that, who knows, maybe after the NAMM show next weekend, there'll be a new friend and or sponsor in that corner.
Got to put a big question mark there.
You know? Yeah, maybe I should, huh?
It could be you.
Could be. Definitely. But dude, NAMM is going to be great. It's just going to be. I mean, it's always great. It's been what, a couple years now since the last one. So, look at this. I mean, doesn't that just look like fun?
It does look like fun. I wish I could make it out there, but
it's kind of a barrel shape, so I would say a barrel of fun.
There you go.
Yeah, both you guys. One of these days.
One of these years, I'll go
one
to
of these
NAMM.
years.
No, it sounds like a lot of fun. Even going back 3, 4, 5 years, watching Johnny out there and a number of people out there having fun at NAMM. That sounds, except for the the negative sides like the Namthrax and stuff, but
yeah, it's not good.
But people will. I'm sure people will be wearing masks and safe out there this year. So
maybe they said you don't have to.
No,
actually, they said at the door. We get the emails. They said there's.
If you're smart, you'll probably wear a mask.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still be walking around like
this.
This,
that's what I figured.
Doing the dabs.
That's what I'd be doing, but
I'll still be doing that. Well, technically, I do that anyway.
It just makes sense nowadays. I mean, now that we've broken the mask barrier, I think Japan and a lot of the Asian countries always wore masks. If that's their custom. Like if they're sick, you don't want to get somebody else sick. But I think I'll be wearing a mask a lot. Just flu season, anything at this point, even regardless of what's gone on over the last couple of years. But anyway, I don't know why we're talking about that. But
they're in style too. They're actually, it actually is a style. It's cool. It's more cool stuff to accessorize and
yeah. I've been, well, I'll probably jinx myself, but I've been the healthiest, except for the last couple weeks. I've been the healthiest over the last couple of years wearing a mask. So, I always would get a cold or something working in the schools, so.
Oh, no.
But anyway.
Oh, that's that sound. I hear that every night, man.
What do you got there? What are you drinking?
Whiskey du jour is
wild turkey.
How much of that are we going to see disappear tonight?
Oh, no. No challenges tonight.
We're not on the crazy train. We're on the midnight train.
Yeah, let's just have fun. That's all.
Oh, he left.
He's playing through a Marsenal. I've never seen a Marsenal in my life.
Marsnale.
Yeah.
It's a Marsenal.
Yeah, that's cool. A whole new thing.
Marsenal.
Marsenal. Sure, they sound cool. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Oh, man. By the way, are you going to have dinner too? Are you gonna?
It's funny you should ask, Johnny. I was thinking maybe I would share my first attempt at cooking a dry garlic spare rib, Chinese food style, on the stream.
Good.
Oh, dude.
Do we get to taste it?
Virtually.
Virtually.
I guess virtually. Really close to the camera.
That sounds awesome, man.
I have a nice chicken parm sandwich I can eat later, so I'll at least I'll have something that'll tide me over, watching you eat some good Chinese food. So
I have to figure it out. I've never spent a lot of time making Chinese food, and all the Chinese food places near me, they suck now. They're overpriced, and the quality's not there. So I'm going to figure out how to do it all on my own.
I've always wanted to make the perfect pork fried rice. Do you guys have that out there?
That's the that is the thing.
The main you got to have that with every Chinese dish. Every time you get takeout, you got to have the pork fried rice, And there's a place out here that makes the perfect, just as a meal. It's almost like a meal, pork fried rice. But
that in itself is kind of like two battles, though, because you have to do the barbecue pork
right
the way they do it, and then you have to be good at making a fried rice. I don't suck at making a fried rice. Say,
I think
I have Googled looking up doing that pork, and there's a few different ways of doing it.
Every region has their different take on it, but it's
Right. Well,
Yeah,
that's
they're different
usually how I
takeout.
roll when I'm trying to make something new. I'll watch half a dozen of the best videos on it and take a little bit of something from everybody's ideas. And I have a basic understanding of the science of cooking because I spent many years in the kitchen doing that.
Mhm.
So I'll just kind of like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, like ginger. There's ginger in the recipe for tonight, but you'll find no ginger in my house.
Mhm.
So we adapt and we make the recipe. I put some extra red hot chilies in there. There's chili flakes dried. Go for a little spicy.
Nice. Nice. And we'll possibly have like a cooking cam as well.
Wow.
I wouldn't
We've
say. I
been-
guess we will see how she goes. I may have to hold the camera above the deep fryer while the ribs are sizzling away, but nothing too special. It's going to be a rice cooker with some rice, and we're going to deep fry some ribs. So let's see how
Sounds
it
good,
turns.
man. We've been wanting to do a cooking show for a while, so tonight might be the night.
Yes.
Tonight's the night.
Yeah.
It is. Tonight is the night. Especially for our executive producers. Thank you.
Oh, those folks. Yeah.
We have channel members here on Johnny Bean TV. See, they're very excited.
Wow.
Very excited. These are the names that bring you all this quality. Dave Ennis, Vinyl Freak 5150, Mike Neese, Music Therapy Laz, Majestic PB and J Cat, Wayno, Stevo 5150, Sherman Cat.
Still going with that bit?
Sherman.
It's not.
You know, we're the same person. I mean, we really are.
Oh, okay.
Sherman Callahan, Andy Carson, Michael B., R. Habs, Warlag, The Chad, Lawrence Christensen, Lenny Lou and Mary, James Gum, John Moronic, Paul Martin Woods, Stephen Franklin, Fabulous Disaster, Michael Smith, the Captain.
Isn't he supposed to be around tonight?
He's supposed to be here.
Captain.
Thomas Santiago, Joe Christian, Jim Ray Hawkins, David Allen Wright, and Steve Carmichael. Steve Carmichael. That is the top tier of channel membership here on Johnny Bean TV here on YouTube. If you'd like to become a channel member, help support the channel, support these shows, click that join button right below the 14 thumbs ups. Thank you so much, you guys. There's Steve Carmichael. I see you, man. And you can also help out by super chats. They change the lights. They help support the channel, support these shows, because this is not free. It was years ago, but the quality was just awful. So there's an option for you. And if you'd like to give us a text message or even call in, WhatsApp 415-952-3263 is the number. And we're also live on Facebook, Johnny Bean TV Facebook page, where we have Facebook Stars, a digital gift that helps in the production of these shows. And we're also live in the exclusively Van Halen Facebook group under 63,000 members. John BL is a huge part of that group, posting every day. It's incredible.
Well, at least over the last couple days. Anyway.
Last couple days. The stuff he's been posting in there is just amazing. Amazing quality stuff. And we're also live in the EVH Gear Live Facebook group and Facebook page, Johnny Bean TV Facebook group, and my personal page, where I'm just almost at 5,000 Facebook friends, which is just incredible. And let's say you're watching this on replay. Let's say it's tomorrow. Let's say it's 15 years from now. You can help support this channel and these shows with super thanks. It's like a super chat, but it's available to any pre-recorded video on the channel. Just look for the little $sign inside the heart icon. 2 more announcements, then we'll start. StreamYard Spotlight. I will be a special guest June 9th, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 Pacific. That's a Thursday. I'll be joining Dana and Kelsey Bentz talking about how I use StreamYard, how I run these shows, how I push all these buttons. So join us. It'll be a great Great show. They're awesome, and it is the official StreamYard channel. So it's kind of a
Tony,
big,
I've been meaning to
kind of a
ask, is
big
that
deal.
channel on YouTube? Is the StreamYard channel on YouTube that we're going to go looking for that?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And there isn't a link for it yet, but once there is, I'll be spamming it out like I spam my NAMM show announcements.
Fantastic.
Friday, June 6th through June 5th. I'll be down at the NAMM show, walking around. Say hi if you're there. Just don't breathe on me. And possibly June 6th, I'll be coming at you live from maybe Pasadena.
Ooh.
Maybe some Van Halen special landmarks.
Wow.
And maybe a very special guest as well. Maybe. We will see. You guys will freak out. You guys will totally freak. So keep it tuned here. Especially, every day, but especially those dates here on YouTube. And actually on Twitch. I'll actually be doing some Twitch stuff as well.
Johnny does it all, man. That's great.
I mean, that's true. I mean, yeah.
He doesn't
You
quit.
have to. You have to.
He doesn't half-ass anything. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I don't leave any of these shows.
No. I haven't left yet either. So.
Yeah. Well,
No, I'm not.
after
leaving.
John Bell leaves, I'll still be here.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be sad, but I'll still
I won't
here.
be. I'm not leaving anytime soon.
Good.
This summer I'm going to be a little busy, but I'll be checking in all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because I know you guys are wondering. You guys are like, wait a minute, what's going on around here? It's kind of different. There's change, there's progress. Change can be good. Progress is always good. So you'll see a lot. I mean, you'll see, this stuff, the stuff you've been seeing on the channel here, you're still going to continue to see, but you'll be seeing more stuff, more shows, more out and about. Like, let's say if you like, the footage at NAMM or me walking around Hollywood, you'll see a lot, more stuff like that in the future. And that's kind of always been the dream on this channel. I mean, for years before even all these shows even started, the dream was to do like live vlog style stuff.
yeah.
So there will be
we
more
love
of that. And, because you guys see me at Guitar Center a lot of times, so more stuff like that. Different places,
Yes.
Out
and about.
Yes.
What is it they do during the open mic poetry stuff?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I can snap now. My hands work.
Oh, nice, man. I'm snapping for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mad Dog, everyone's on hiatus. That's all. Nobody said the Q word.
Well, actually, yeah, a couple of them did say
All
that.
right,
But,
all right, well, fine.
um,
Johnny doesn't share a lot with me either, so
but hey, it's cool. It's all good, man.
I'm still here.
It's all good. Yeah. Yes. So wait a minute. What do we normally do here? Do we say hello to people?
We could do that.
We got people here. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Look at this. There we go. Johnny Heartbreaker. Well, okay. There you go. That's actually, yes, that's true.
Wow.
KXM Rock. Why
No,
am I highlighting that?
I didn't say that.
Hip Metalworks.
Well said.
R2R3. Locking Nut. Which R2R3, we need to do some sort of something here at some point.
He's
I know
been around since before me. R2, R3. I remember.
He used to be
Shout
on the
out.
channel here a long time ago. We'll have to do some more stuff around here, man. Edwin Crane is here. Nightbot is here, which is me. So don't get mad at Nightbot. Mad Dog, Renus Pinkel, Thomas Santiago. Let's see.
Look at all the
Mr.
people
Mick.
here tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Mick, another good friend of ours from GTA. We have a great time. Halface. Music Therapy Laz is here. And Laz, I don't want to bring the show down. I don't know if you did mention this stuff publicly. I don't know if you want us to mention anything tonight. Let me know if you do. Let's see, G. Butchnoff, who I'll be seeing at NAMM, right? I'll be seeing you at the NAMM show. We actually met like twice before.
How much do I need to super chat to have a 24/7 webcam on at JJ's place?
Ooh, that's an idea.
I think that's going to be the focal point of the fiesta.
It'll be crazy, you guys. It'll be craziness. Michael B posted a cool video super chat to brag about it. Hello all super chat people. Michael B, check out his cool video. Actually, I'll post it in the chat. I'll go find it. I'll post it in the chat. Very cool, man. Very
Michael
cool.
B.
Michael B. Black Salami. Dude, if you thought the show sucked months ago, I mean, it's really getting bad now.
Chiming in early.
Kai Matthews.
Just heard from Michael Smith. He's going to join us later on. Sounds like he's going to join us in a little
nice.
Is that the captain?
The captain,
yes. The captain will be here.
He's out and about right now, and he said he should be home in an hour or so. So Captain may join us in a little while.
Nice. Captain.
I'll give him a thumbs up. All right, Captain.
What star will be at NAMM? What?
He's asking what celebrities are going to be around?
You never know.
Anyone who's in LA at the time, I guess.
Other than myself, Music Therapy Laz will be there.
He's a superstar.
Yeah, you never know. You never know who's going to be there. So that's one of the cool things about that is you're walking around. That's how I took a selfie one time with what's his name, Nikki Sixx.
Wow.
I have a selfie with Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue because I just happened to see him walking. So I ran up to him, snapped a selfie, but these days, thanks to stuff like this, there'll be live video running and chasing them and getting pushed away and all that stuff.
Nice. Watch out for Phil. Was it Phil Collin?
Phil Collin.
Yeah, watch out for him.
Yeah.
Just keep out of his way. Make sure you're. Give him
He's
a
going to have his hands full trying to keep Vince Neil in training. He's not going to have time to mess with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw something about the band was rehearsing, but Vince was significantly absent over the last week. I mean, I know Mancuda talks about all those happenings, but I think they started the tour. Did they start the tour already?
I think according to Twitter, it was today or yesterday.
In the last couple of days. So it'd be interesting to see what the reports are from that.
Yes,
I'm sure Mancuda will talk about that Tuesday. 80s, what is it? 80s metal.
Talking guitars.
80s
guitars and 80s metal. Tuesday nights.
No.
8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific.
That's right. See, look at this.
I've been catching little bits of that here and there whenever I can. So, and whenever I get a chance to catch up on all the news, I do. Mancuda has all the details. So, definitely.
Frank Corcoran is here. Hey, man.
Welcome, Frank.
Yeah, watch out for Phil Collins. Look out.
He's. I don't think you have to worry about him too much these days. I mean, we love you, Phil, but I don't think he's going to be getting up, pushing Johnny around.
Well, you never know.
I wish I could have seen Genesis live. I think they did their last tour over the last 6 months or so.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes.
Phil Collin and Phil Collins, I think. Is that how it goes?
Mm-hmm. And there's probably more. There's probably several.
Oh
of them
yeah,
out
there's
there.
probably Philip
Should we
Calling.
Google it?
Phil
Phil Collins.
Phil Call in.
Colin. Hey,
Phil
call in
Collingwood?
right there. Where it is, right there. Text us or call in 415-952-3263. Tell us how you're doing tonight.
8675309.
Well,
Oh, that's a different show. Never
that's a
mind.
different one. I wonder where that number goes these days.
But you need an area code.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. LA. I think LA is the go-to for that one.
604 403 212.
I wouldn't know. Yeah, 212 sounds
That's
familiar.
got to be something that fits into the rhythmic scheme of the song.
41261. Wait.
No, it's not 412.
8675 212 8675 309. Or whatever you want.
Whatever it is.
I should probably make my way to the kitchen soon.
Yeah.
Sure, man.
That sounds exciting.
It'll make us all hungry.
Few minutes here.
What's been going on this week?
All kinds of things.
Yeah, it's been a busy week.
I mean, if anybody's been here, I mean, you already kind of know. You know, I pretty much do this stuff every day, so there's been all kinds of stuff. Yesterday, Marty 5150 was here.
Fantastic show. Boy, he was a real ball of joy. He was so much energy and happy and willing to share his stories with us. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. He had a lot of just incredible stories. I was filling in John BL, including a story about running into Zeke Clark.
That was great.
From
hanging out at his house till the sun come up.
Hanging out at his house,
cool.
Playing guitars,
playing 5150s.
Playing 5150s.
The real deal, huh?
Yeah. Amazing.
Wow. That's really cool. That's
amazing stuff.
Too much light.
And then there's Ned. Look at this guy.
We got Ned.
Ned wants some attention, Johnny. Before you let him out for to go prowling.
Mm-hmm.
See what he brings in tonight.
Yeah. You never know what Ned's going to bring in.
Well, it's going to be one of three things, I think. Be surprised if he brought in a rabbit.
Oh, wow.
$50 super chat if Ned brings in a rabbit.
Wow.
I've never even seen rabbits out there. So, yeah, that would be very, very rare.
I was pretty confident making that claim.
Yeah. Let's see. Look at this. We're getting comments. Kai Matthews is saying, "I just re-listened to Women and Children First, and that is now one of my favorite Van Halen albums. Before I never liked." Oh,
isn't that funny? Though? I mean, it's kind of like with food. You know, there's some things I hated in my younger years, and every couple of years you try them just to see if you still hate them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some things that have kind of come around. And it's the same with music. I mean, there's some stuff when you're like, whatever. And then you sit down in the mindset that you have today and give it a good, clean listen. And it's like, wow, that's actually impressive. Today I did that with some Steely Dan.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that I've rediscovered over the years, or even stuff that I've always been aware about. Every year there's like a new band that I've always been aware of, but I've really explored. Like, you know, a couple of years ago it was Black Sabbath, and then Grateful Dead, and then like, I don't know, Deep Purple or something like that. The bands that you just, you know, get into the catalog and really listen to the stuff, because you know the hits. Everybody knows, like, you know, the big, you know, the hits from all those bands. But you know, when you really get into, there's so many bands that it's endless. I mean, I think for the rest of my life I'll be able to do that every year or so. There'll be a new band that I've Steely Dan, or like you're saying, you know,
Doobie
go back
and visit the oldies.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much good music out there.
One of my best experiences in the last couple of years was I had to do a road trip, a 12-hour drive into a different province here, state. Mm-hmm. And I started the Judas Priest discography at the beginning.
Yep, that's another one.
And I made it to Defenders of the Faith, and there's a lot of repetition in there, so there was some skipping. And I've got to say, my favorite album out of their catalog up to that point has to be Unleashed in the East. That live album really quintessentially covers all of their best songs up until that point. They have so many versions of Diamonds and Rust and Green Manalishi, the cover songs.
I just watched the US Festival. Their set from the US Festival the other night. And that's, yeah, exactly. Unleashed in the East, what was that, like 82 or 83 or something? When was that?
I could look it up.
Yeah, that's another band that I got in. And they have a lot of great, I was watching Heavy Metal Parking Lot. You ever see that, Trev? And
I can't say I have.
That's people in the parking lot waiting for a Priest show in 1986. And then they have there's actually a full concert from 86 in Dallas where they...
I gotta look that up.
Oh yeah, it's
the Unleashed in the East was
Electric Eye,
September 1979.
Oh, okay, so early.
Before Vengeance, like pre-British Steel, even, right?
Yeah, Priest is great. I mean, that's one of those bands. Yeah, you can keep.
Victim of Changes is such a great song. That's one of those things that I've come back to. When I listened to a lot of Priest in my younger years, but I never really sat on Victim of Changes. And in the last couple of years, it's one of my favorite tracks. It's just so...
The dueling guitars in that, yeah.
It's such a roller coaster ride. I mean, you've got the peaks, you've got the valleys, and it's just plowing through. It's great.
Metal Gods, a lot of those, they're staples from their live show. Great stuff.
All right, we're going for a walk. Go, better have a little warm me up.
Awesome.
One for the road.
Get to work.
Oh, mine's all done.
Oh.
Sure, you have another one not too far away.
Yeah.
And we had the anniversary of OE812 this week.
Yep, we did.
Anniversary of
I did
Monsters of Rock. Yep.
Did a special on that this week.
Monsters of Rock tour.
Cool.
What was that? What would that be? Like 35 years now? Something like that. Us Festival, 83 anniversary tonight or tomorrow night?
34 years. It was 34 years since OE812 came out. And
that sounds about
Monsters of Rock was like literally right. Was the album even out?
I think
no, it was.
First they did like
two
or three shows. Like I think the earliest shows of that were like the rehearsal shows, may have been, but they timed it perfect.
Look at this.
There we go.
Wow.
Trev's getting it all set up. Yeah, nice.
Got the red. Chopped up.
Wow.
What is that?
Garlic. Lots of black pepper. A little bit of white pepper. Rice wine vinegar. Oyster sauce and soy sauce in there. That's been cooking for about an hour sitting in there.
Wow.
Whoa.
There
you ever done a cooking
He's not
show?
messing around.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't mess around.
1/3 flour. We're going to coat them in these, and then we're going to fry these suckers up.
Wow.
So first we'll take a little rice to go with. Oh, camera. Anyway, I digress. Carry on.
Garlic cologne? What?
Wow. Yeah, man. They should make that. I think they probably do. They make a cologne that smells like old books. So I think they could make a cologne that smells like garlic,
Gross.
Well, if you eat enough of it, you don't need a cologne that smells like garlic. You'll just
get the real thing and rub it all over,
Librarians just smell like that anyway.
That's right.
And I mean, I cut up a whole ball of garlic for this experiment. Here's what we're going to do afterwards. We got the garlic here. How's that? The lighting is very hard. The garlic, you got your red onions, you got your... It's supposed to be like a red Thai chili, but all I could find was a Sorrento. Good enough for the girls I go with.
Gotta make do with what you can get.
Right?
Yeah.
Cook the rice off camera here.
Wow.
What kind of meat do you have tonight, Trev?
These are pork spare ribs, so side ribs.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it's the St. Louis type, but they're
Side
just there in
ribs.
the middle, right?
He just rubbed his side as he said that. Did you see that? Side ribs.
That's a good rib meat right there.
Side rib. Ooh. Man, look at that kitchen. That's a nice looking kitchen.
Welcome,
It's a very 70s
nose
kitchen
pick.
with the wood paneling and the green. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, that
It's
looks
an
like
old house.
that looks like my neighbor's kitchen when I was a kid. That's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Rice is on. What are we at here? We're 330, let's call it 340 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for the metric pass.
Careful there. That's hot stuff.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, but it should be okay.
Well, it sounds like you know what you're doing. So
You want to need a cover?
He knows exactly what he's doing. Oh, look at that.
it's got everything you need.
Thumbnail.
Bomb shelters. Great. Yeah. Let's get the first batch of these in. Oh, the oven's already warm. We're on it. You have to do them in small batches. You don't want to kill the temperature of your oil when you throw them all in at once, right?
Man,
Mm-hmm.
So what do we want to throw in the flour here, boys? I think we need some pepper. Let's fresh your pepper.
I'm just gonna watch him do this. This is good stuff. I'm getting hungry.
I know. I already ate, and I'm
Black pepper is so much better fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't suck otherwise. Let's throw a little bit of salt in there. Sea salt, kids. Use the sea salt, it's better.
yeah, we get that.
A little bit of garlic powder. Why not? Why not? And this is kind of how I roll. I don't use teaspoons and tablespoons and shit. I just, a bit of this, a bit of that, what it takes. Never
Mm-hmm.
the same twice. But it's close.
Mark Dillon.
I mean, if anyone's saying anything, I can't see the chat. It's the StreamYard on the phone.
They're
Sure,
saying
they
get ready to call the fire department. Is what they're saying.
Well, I haven't had to yet, and I'm 53 in another month. So don't try to think I'm a trained professional. Is that what I got to say? Is that the disclaimer I need?
He actually is a trained professional.
I was gonna say, have you worked in the food industry?
Yeah, I spent my college years working at different restaurants. From 17 to about 29. Then we had to go up and make some real money. So, give me 1 month.
A lot of people think they can cook, but they never, they don't. The common mistakes that they all make, I'm not any kind of trained chef, but I think I understand the science of cooking.
Yeah, I'm sure you do well at it because I've heard you talking about cooking and you seem to get it.
What do they call it? The Maillard reaction there, when the browning is perfect. You get the nice browning on, and then you can either you got to pop it in the oven for a little while to let it cook through, or you got to sear it and cook it through on the grill or whatever you're doing. My dad taught me. My dad knows how to cook a good steak or a good.
Steak is my specialty. I was raised in Alberta, which is the Texas of Canada, and I was feast on a T-bone. I love red meat, and there's probably nothing that's ever going to change that. And we were talking the other night on Twitch, and even after going to a meat plant and seeing what the cows suffer, I only went 2 weeks before I could eat meat again. Okay, we're gonna throw a little batch in. You guys can. Not overcrowding. We want to have some space in there. We're doing it in small batches. There she goes. Set the timer for 6 minutes. Why not?
Make it 7. You don't want it too overdone, though, huh?
If you want 7, well, keep in mind the first ones are going to sit in the oven for a while. So you got to cook the first ones less than the last ones because they're going to cook up in the oven as we go along.
See, there you go.
It's syncopating your time, right?
It's science.
Got to plan ahead.
after they all
Science,
are done
exactly.
and sitting on the rack, we're going to throw them in the wok and fry them up with what's left on this plate. The onions, the garlic, the pepper. And maybe give it some rock salt. The old, what's that, Salt Bay? The Salt Bay guy?
There you go.
Wow. So what is that? That's a fryer. That's a fryer, right?
Looks like a fryer.
You want a close-up action?
I think I can hear it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's virgin oil, too. I mean, in a way that hasn't been used for frying before. So it may not brown up as much as it would with the used oil. I'm sure it'll taste fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we should have brought a beer. Let's go back, get a beer. By the time we return, these things will be ready to rotate.
I'll go get another one. I'm having the watermelon sparkling water.
You should solo John BL so he can talk about something.
Talk about what? I don't got anything to talk about.
Well, why not?
I'm just getting hungry.
Tell us about the guitar right behind you. I'm sure everybody's already heard about all your guitars, though, right? See, I'm kind of new. I've only been around for a year.
I got to change the strings and clean the pots on that one.
Well, that sounds like a Sunday night string change show.
I know. I wish I could. Hopefully, I can make it one of these nights. I've been saying that for weeks, but yeah. And I'd love to start making another one.
If you do it, I'll do it. I should put some new strings on my Epiphone Prophecy here.
I'm gonna send it off to.
And the strings are still stuck, and it's locking tuners. But let's see if we can show how many wines the ding dong at the store put. Like 3 wines on each hole, even though they're locking tuners.
Right.
I have spent some time taking. It's the time of year in Canada when we have to get the Allen wrenches out and keep the truss rod covers off. I already tweaked it a bit, and it was buzzing a bit today. I might have to give it another bump. And we just take a moment and say, thank Christ for 2-way truss rods.
Yeah, I'm an amateur when it comes to the truss rod adjustments, but
that's the first step.
I mean, I've dabbled in it, and years ago when I
intonation.
Oh yeah,
Okay. What's the other one? Filing frets.
Mm-hmm.
I did all that to this stupid RG. It came with a mangled neck. But I got it cheap, and I bought it for the experience of doing a fret leveling and setting up a guitar. Turns out it's got a shitty Lloyd on it, special, and that shouldn't be on an Ibanez because the Ibanez post-to-post center is 74.5, and that's 74, so it's kind of gouged out. It doesn't work, so it's blocked. But I hardly play that anymore.
The floating, it's tough to have a floating these days. I go with the block.
Well, the Godo would work because it has a flat upper edge. Down, over. The edge is not concave. It's a straight edge. As well with the Godo. What's that Godo? The 1970.
Yeah.
19. That one has the straight edge on it, or find another edge tremolo that would fit in. And then for $200, I mean, this thing's going to stay the way it is. If there's a fire in here, I'm going to use it to break the window and get out.
Yeah, that's a good, as long as you can keep it in, that's the thing, keep it. I think every guitar has value. If you can keep it in tune and keep it intonated, and keep it from buzzing, keep the electronics or the frets from buzzing. That's all you need, and every guitar has value. You can whatever tone you can get out of it. If it's a heavily distorted tone, or if it's like a real mellow tone, whatever, every guitar has value.
Like Marty 5150 yesterday was saying, he's buying these $200 guitar kits off eBays and Amazons, and throwing them together and putting some razzmanazz into it, and he'll sell them for what he puts into them.
Yeah.
and it's great experience points, and you can actually make something that doesn't suck. I mean, I would say more than 50% of how a guitar plays is who's had their hands on it and set it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in the hands of a good, tech or whatever, you got, someone that
Even a half-assed tech with some trial and error can make it go.
definitely.
I consider myself a half-assed.
Checking the three, like you were saying, the three boxes. Is it intonated? Is it stay in tune?
Yeah.
Does did the electronics buzz or the frets buzz? And that's it. If you can keep that, and there's value with any guitar. I mean, from a low end, Squire Harmony or whatever you got back in 20 years ago, and then to nowadays, just about everything you get off the line nowadays is going to be.
And with the evolution of
workable.
the CNC machine taking over a lot of the manufacturing, it's really narrowed down the variance and
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
having a piece of crap. The tolerances on such a thing are much better. Oh, I can hear the alarms going off in the house. Let's go.
Uh-oh. I think it's been more than 3 minutes.
It goes. It only beeps for a minute, so we're still within range. You said 7 minutes. Let's give it 7 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. I think we're right about there. Uh-oh.
48 seconds late. That's not
okay.
bad. Okay, let's put you back up on the fridge here. A close friend of mine, his father passed away a couple years ago, and due to the circumstances at hand, we were unable to do a celebration of life for him up until recently. And he was a beer mug collector. He had hundreds, and at the service, or the celebration of life, they gave away beer mugs. So I got this thing, which is a ridiculously big triple glass.
Nice.
This one. That's the check. Can we put these ceramic mugs in the freezer? Are they going to break?
I got my Cabo mug that's all cracked.
Uh-huh. Let's get you back down. Yeah.
Looks good.
Oh, it smells amazing. Okay. All right. We could do it here. Can we see that?
Yeah. Looks good.
Could be a little more golden brown, but like I said, virgin oil, we'll take what we got. So put these suckers on here.
You don't want to overcook those.
Well, like I said, these ones are going to fit in the oven the most, right? Wait for the friends to catch up.
How many batches are you doing there?
Oh, what did we get? We got 1.2 kilograms, which is about 2.5 pounds of ribs.
Wow.
So we're going to get them in batches of, it looks like maybe 3 more batches, 2 more after this next one. Let's try to pack it a little tighter here. We can get it done maybe in 3.
Nice.
Put them in the baskets. Give them a shake over the sink. Make sure we don't get burnt crap in the oil. Nobody likes burnt crap in the oil. I think we can fit a couple more in there.
Sharon.
2 more batches, John.
Sharon, if you do get your comments limited on one Facebook, you can just head to another Facebook because we're live on like 6 different Facebook places. So you can just jump either to Johnny Beane TV because Sharon Wilddollar comments like 100 comments per show, which, by the way, thank you so much for doing that. But yeah, if you do get like limited, you can go either to Johnny Beane TV Facebook page or I think we're Facebook friends, so you can go to my personal one.
Put this in the oven. I've got the oven at like 150 Fahrenheit.
Those are done? Look at that.
Oh, yeah, Johnny, you missed the reveal, didn't you?
I missed it.
Wow.
I was putting my own chickens away. Look at that.
I think the little black bits of the
Crispy.
garlic. You know,
Nice and crispy.
you got to be careful with garlic. You don't want to burn it too much. I mean, to brown it's one thing, but if you burn it, it gets bitter.
Right.
What is being cooked? Stephen Franklin asks.
What is being cooked?
We're trying to make our Chinese food style dry garlic spare ribs because all the Chinese food places around here suck. You hear that, Sky Dragon? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, we had a sky dragon around here. Was it sky dragon? Yeah, sky dragon. That's like must be a common
Sky
Chinese-
Dragon.
Yeah. I don't
Let me
think it's
see.
a chain. I think
Let me
it's
see what their
We'll
Yelp
restart
is.
our timer.
they
No, these
recently
places,
changed
they're all
owners.
named the same thing, but they're all
I know,
have
yeah.
nothing to do with you.
No, it's just they're yeah.
Sky. You hear that, Sky Dragon? Sky Dragon.
They just changed their name
They-
too. It was
they
Sky
used
Dragon
to
for
be
the
good.
longest time.
They used to be good, but now I think there's new owners with the COVID thing, and they're not
Wait a
doing
minute.
dine-in. They used to have a buffet that was awesome.
We have a Sky
And-
Dragon in San Francisco. We have one in Santa Rosa.
Wow. And they used to do half portions of stuff, which for a single guy with a kid sometimes works out. But to order a full portion, $15 fried rice, $15 dry ribs, $15 this, $15 that, 4 items, I'm at $60.
You get the dinners? Do you have the specials? We get like the dinner specials.
And you're
I think.
full
You get,
instantly, too.
But they never have what I want.
Yeah.
A
Or there's at least
cheeseburger?
one compromise.
Mm-hmm. Sky Dragon. Man.
Johnny, we got a question here. I am looking to buy a PV.
Questions?
This is John Doe. I'm looking to buy a PV Wolfgang, but which is better or more sought after, the Wolfgang or the PV USA Wolfgang with stainless steel frets? What's your
Well,
opinion, Johnny?
the
Any?
PV USA Wolfgang does not have stainless steel frets.
What was
The
that?
PV Wolf,
That was the Wolf, the EVH Wolfgang.
the
has stain-
EVH USA Wolfgang has stainless steel frets. If you can get one of those, I'd go for one of those. But
Looks like the last highball.
oh,
I'm
mean, they're
no,
all- they're all good.
I'm no authority on the Wolfgangs myself. I haven't had one yet, but someday I'll get one.
One of these days.
One of these days. Yes.
So, yeah.
but I hear the stainless steel frets are the ones to go for.
They are awesome. They really are.
Nice.
But again, that's on the USA EVH,
Yeah.
not
That kind of brings
PVs
up an
didn't
interesting
have it.
conversation. I mean, and some
Mhm.
guys are hard on frets, some guys aren't. Having a stainless steel, if you're hard on frets, certainly seems like a wise idea because getting a fret job it costs more than replacing the neck. It's almost silly at this point, unless you have a nice vintage guitar, you know, something that you're one of those lifetime heirloom type deals. But you know, for a Strat, why would you refret the neck when you could buy one for the same price?
Oh yeah.
Mind you, when you get the new one, you're probably going to have to go through it and probably level a couple of frets and maybe deal with some fret sprout and some edges and some shit like that. So again, hands on, just getting to know a little bit of what you're doing pays off in spades.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played enough to have a lot of fret wear on any guitar that I've.
Well, so you must have a gentle touch, and I, from what I understand, a year and a half later, that would be the more sought after approach. Is stop pushing so fucking hard on your frets, or if you're using a capo, stop it and get a better capo. Whatever is causing your fret wear, you're not necessarily doing it wrong, but I would want to do it differently.
Sure.
I think all the attack comes from the picking hand, right? This hand, you got to have finesse and delicate touch. And think Ingve with his scalloped fretboards. My God, he's got to be pushing just the right amount. Every freaking fret, every note.
Is that a Focus, Johnny?
Yeah, this
I
is
had
my
one of those.
original Focus 1000. I'll stand up for a while. Original Focus 1000 neck. And
It's got a lot of fret wear. Can't really.
It does. I mean, it has a lot of like what do you call it? Fretboard wear.
Yeah, the fretboard looks like she could use a good
Mm-hmm.
clean and wax. Oh,
See, look.
especially
Oh yeah,
those open cords. Yeah, she's warm.
divots. Get some super glue and some ebony. And you ever watch Trev? Do you ever watch T Woodford or whatever it is?
Nope.
He's a great luthier that does some good videos.
We
T.
have a Canadian
T.
guy
Woodford.
named Dave's World of Fun Stuff that does
He's
some
from
amazing
Canada.
things with Glue Boost. Who is he? Awesome. I have to look him
Yeah,
up.
he's from Canada. T. Woodford. I don't know. That's every week he puts out a great. He does a lot of acoustic stuff, but every once in a while he's got some classic. And I mean, he's a beyond expert. I mean, he goes the next level with everything that he does. If he has to replace the fret, if he has to put a paint job on it, if he has to sand it, and like Johnny's fretboard there, he would put some like super glue and ebony shavings that he would put in there, or whatever it is, rosewood shavings to fill those divots.
Right there, like there on that first.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. And yeah, look at the frets. You could look at like that second fret. You do see some stuff.
Yeah. You can see that. But that's really nothing. You could easily, you don't have to replace those frets.
Yeah, right.
It's just a little bit of wear there.
You can get one or two crownings, I guess, depending on what.
We're back in the kitchen.
You start with, right?
Second batch is
What?
coming out. There we go.
Well, with leveling frets, if you're using say a super jumbo, you could probably get 2, maybe 3, depending on how worn they are before you do it. Crowning.
Yeah, crown those frets.
Little stubs, and you can't use them anymore. Mind you, of course, every time you do that, you do change the personality of the guitar because the frets are all going to be a little bit lower.
Now that brings me to another. I mean, I hate to keep going to different YouTubers, but there's another guy that I've been following on YouTube who he's been breaking down every aspect of guitar tone, from the body to the cabinet to the neck to the fret wire to the strings to he does a full. I'll have to look him up and see who he is, but he did a full body. I mean, a full video where he dissects every bit of where the guitar tone could be coming from, and he built custom guitars that have no body and no neck, and he just a pickup and strings to different woods and he goes through every kind of thing, and the stuff that he's been showing is really getting down to where the tone of a guitar comes from, and it's the little things like tone wood really don't seem to have a lot of differences.
Don't even get me started on
I know.
man.
Yeah, let's not go down that road.
The most recent one that he did was cabinets. So
Hey, John Moronic.
He did every kind of iteration.
Is that the guy that built a guitar out of like a table? He had like a neck and bridge hooked onto like the table.
I think it's the same
I saw
guy.
That picture.
And so he does all like the waveforms and the there you go, Ren and Stimpy. But I'm just, it's fascinating. The last one that he did was cabinets, and he did all the different 12. He did like a 1x12, a 2x12, a 4x12, and then a small, medium, and large 1x12, 2x12, 4x12. And then he
used it Jim
different...
Little?
It might have been.
Jim
Yeah,
Little?
I'll have to look at. I'll look it up in a second. But it's just incredible. Like that, it's the things that people have thought of, or have thought affected the tone over the years. He's really seems to be proving that a lot of the last one he did is he made a 4x12 cabinet out of styrofoam, and when he mics it with an SM57 in a couple of different where the mic is at the speaker, he really seems to have proven that it's not the wood, or it's not it's really just the speaker is where you're getting the tone from. You're really not getting it from the wood. You're not getting it. And I mean, there's a million people that'll argue all of it, but I mean, I gotta find this guy. It's really interesting stuff. And I mean, you can take it for what you want, but for what it's worth, but I find it fascinating, just, where he dissects every little scientific.
You didn't even say open back, close back.
Close, open. He did all of it. Open back, close back. He did half open, half closed.
There is a difference. Open back, close back. There is a
the
major
cabinets
difference.
definitely had some of the biggest differences, but some of it, like the different woods or the different strings or the different scale lengths, everything. I'll find it and whatever the guy's name is. But anyway, yeah, I mean, just talking some of that really deep kind of science, guitar science, and that kind of stuff. It's interesting.
Absolutely.
It's very interesting.
And then there's the hand.
Quality stuff.
Your pick attack, the gauge of your pick, the gauge of your strings.
I'll just
How
find
angry you are.
The shoes you're wearing.
Yeah, all of it. Where is it? Come on, I gotta find it. Jim Hill. I think it might be that guy. Yeah.
Dude, the tone out of Vans.
Much
is
sharper than the
amazing.
tone out of combat boots.
And the beard you have. I credit a lot of my tone to this fabulous beard, I think.
Here we go.
It's
Jim
one of
Lill.
the
It is
things I
Jim
don't want
Lill.
to say.
And so these are Jim. I mean, and we're not plugging him or anything, but this is like some of the things that he's.
Well, is he
tested.
good? Or is it?
Oh yeah,
nuts?
he's
What
a touring Nashville guy, I think. And so it's
We were talking to a Nashville guy last night, man.
where does the tone come from? He's got a video on scale length. He's got a video on strings. Which strings are the best? Where does the sustain come from in electric guitar? And he just does, where does
But then
the
you throw
tone
in
come?
the Spaniac pickup, and it doesn't matter where the sustain comes from. It's going to go forever.
But anyway, I just find those kind of the science of guitars, and the science of cooking, all these when you start
Everything's
getting
got
down
a
to the different
mo-
levels of these the things that we all love, food or guitars or whatever it might be. I love that stuff. So the deep dives, that's what I like.
I like food.
We
And
all like. I think it's safe to say we all like food.
John Moronic, channel member. Great to see you, man. Possibly we were talking about there'll be a possible Straturday night. I mean, next weekend will be just nuts. I mean,
All NAMM, all weekend. It's gonna
all NAMM, all yeah. I mean, it'll be craziness. So it's we'll probably be live at that same time. There'll probably be a jam at JJ's. Who knows? But yeah, that Trev was just clapping. Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Got a feeling. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of fun.
What are you drinking? A
Cheers.
Molson? What is that?
There'll be a lot of fun.
Dos Equis.
Oh,
Por favor.
man.
Una sorpresa.
South of the
por
border.
favor.
Wow,
Good
very
stuff.
cool. What are you on, John BL? What are you having?
What am I on? I've got a rum and coke, my usual Straturday
delicious.
night.
Fancy rum or Bacardi?
Captain. Drinking Captain
Oh.
tonight.
There you go.
Good stuff.
It's sort of fancy, but not quite fancy.
Yeah, it's run of the mill. It's good stuff. It's just, it's got that great taste. Great taste and less filling. Something like that.
And I like it too.
Definitely. What do we got? Oh, what are you on? Round 3 there?
Yeah, we got the third round in. We're at a minute
This is
15
exciting.
left, but I think we're going to let this one go a little bit longer because it's not going to sit in the oven as long. We got the wok on the stove top.
There we go.
And we're going to do those onions, garlic, and chilies here in a minute.
Oh, look at that.
Huh?
Stove is ready to go.
Oh, you can see the terrible
Look at
mess on
that.
the table.
Is that electric or gas?
It's electric.
Oh, there you go.
Off the grid right there.
Yeah, those are the ones that turn orange, huh?
Yep.
They do. If you leave them on too long, it'll actually melt the pot.
Oh no.
We don't want to do that.
Ex-wife did that once. Like a big blob of metal on the stove. Are you kidding me?
Don't melt your pot.
Yes. No melting. Although thumbs upping is welcomed. We
I'm
only
going
have
to call it
29.
an audible. I'll be right back.
We got 29 thumbs ups, but 60 watching.
Come on, smash that.
A few more. I mean, look at this. Who else is bringing you a live stream from Trev's kitchen right now, bringing in the bagels?
We're calling an audible. We're going to do onion rings. I want to call
onion rings.
Oh, that Chinese?
I got onion rings.
There you go.
Thumbs up. Look at that. We're having onion rings tonight. Or Trev is, anyway. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you. Where are the bodies? I don't know. Ex-wife.
Nuggets.
You all know how to tell when you're pan pot, right? You put your hand with 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be 2 seconds.
Put your hand in there. And if you pick it up, if you can eat your hand, then it's done.
Well, you don't want to put your hand on it. You want to put your hand in it.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
Disclaimer, don't try this at home. I'm a trained professional. We're going to use a little bit of olive oil.
Bertoli.
Is that whiskey?
You could use whiskey. No.
That'll keep you regular, won't it?
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
What are we at? All right, we're almost. Because they're going to cook again once they get in the pan with the giblets.
The what?
By giblets, for those of you just tuning in, we're talking about.
Are you showing us your giblets?
Garlic, onion, and should be red chili pepper, but it's Sorrento pepper.
Wow. Tasty stuff.
I'm getting hungry.
We're going to pull out just before.
We're going to pull
the ribs out from the oven. Yeah, I know where the cooking store is, so I buy all the good stuff.
That's actually how I'll be shaking people's hands at now.
Gotta have the right tools for the job. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, that looks delicious.
It'd be more than one person can eat, I'd say.
John Bale, we should be over there right now, sitting at that table.
I would love to be over there right now. That looks good, man.
Yeah, we'll pull the plug on the fryer. Now, I love this little fryer. It's one of those ones that's got the container in the bottom for the oil. So once it cools down, I flip the lever, it filters it out, sits in the bottom ready to go. All the rest of this crap, except for the heating module, goes in the dishwasher. That we wash by hand. It's really quite awesome.
Man. Well, if John BL and I are ever let back into the country,
we're going to hit.
We'll come over.
I've never been north of the border myself.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, open invitation, dudes. Come on.
Nice.
I'll make you a pizza. So we're going to do the garlic and the onions first, and let that, so.
Low heat for.
No, this is a medium high heat, John.
Oh, okay.
We want to serve these bitches fast, and then get them ribs, and then we'll turn it down a bit after that. So,
I like to be real conservative when I cook.
Let's
I like,
see.
eat low and.
Can you aim the
low
camera?
and slow.
A gas stove versus electric stove versus those stupid glass top stoves that you can't put knives into. I mean,
can you aim the camera towards your pan?
Let's see that sizzle.
Let's see that sizzle. Is that a laptop? Oh, there you go.
That's a microwave.
Oh, look at this.
I can smell it. Wow.
John BL, we finally got our cooking show.
Garlic and onion. Ooh.
I can smell it right now. That's good stuff. Let them sweat for a little bit there. Oh, yeah.
Give them a minute. Just let them simmer down. Oh, in the meantime.
Simmer down.
We got to get them onion rings in the oil, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, who wants onion rings? How many do we eat?
I do.
I'll have some.
I think in the chat, who wants onion rings? Put an onion ring emoji in the chat. Do they even have those?
Probably.
3.
They have onion. Put an onion in the chat if you want an
Lucky
onion
number
ring.
7. Get those down. Typically, they take about 6 minutes as well.
They should have onion. I got French fries.
Bye.
I got what else? Burritos. I got eggs, potatoes.
Is that a closet?
I think I'm doing tacos tomorrow.
Wow, popcorn.
And that's code for
Shrimp.
Oh, I love shrimp.
I don't like
Love me
shrimp.
some shrimp.
I'm one
Pineapple
of the
shrimp,
few people.
coconut
I'm not a
shrimp,
big
deep
shrimp
fried shrimp, stir
or
fried
seafood
shrimp.
guy.
And I'm going down a forest road. Okay, let's throw these ribs in the. It's a little war, but we can handle it. Wow, there's a lot more here than I thought there would be.
that's a lot of food. Wow.
Yep. Let's flip these suckers around.
Ooh,
Oh, you
sizzle.
get
Some
you back
sizzle
into
there.
the stovetop here. I need to switch.
That's a lot of onion.
Thank you, Kai Matthews.
Jeez.
Half onion, half
Got
garlic.
the onions.
Jeez, he likes his
Time
onion.
for the Toronto chili.
Man.
Let those do their magic.
Oh no! Your phone's falling.
Oh no.
Your
It's falling.
phone's falling, Trev.
It'll be fun.
Oh,
It's an illusion.
what if we fell right into that dish?
Wow.
You'd smell like garlic. Got to eliminate the need for the cologne, wouldn't it? You know what was falling was the mount to my camera. I've got a plastic thing, double-sided tape to a battery pack with a windshield style phone holder stuck to it.
Wow.
And it was coming unglued. I guess maybe because the battery's getting warm, softened up the adhesive a little bit.
Gotta improvise. Sometimes you gotta improvise.
Let's get you back
Yeah.
in the shot. Sorry for my hand shot.
Oh, there it is. There
Look
it
at
is.
that.
That's it.
We gotta see that in slow motion, man.
That's like 3 people's worth of ribs. I mean, come on.
Ooh,
You guys definitely need to be here.
I know.
We'll be there soon. We gotta see. Oh, there you go. We gotta see that again in slow motion, man. I mean, that was really.
I don't know. Ooh.
Oh,
Slow down.
there. I
It's like
actually,
playing guitar. It loses a special something when you do it slow motion.
I actually have it rigged up. Let's
Gotta
see,
play it at
playback
speed.
What's slow motion? 25 or 05?
Both.
Oh, it is. That is slow motion. Check this out. Slow motion again of.
Now we're gonna turn the heat off, cover him. Oh.
Oh no, there's audio in there too. Let's see the slow motion. Yeah.
Oh, the sound is a bad thing.
Yeah, the sound. I didn't know the sound was there.
Cooking.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
There it is.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that did look good, didn't it?
There it is. That's some
Yeah.
talent right there. There it
Look at
is.
that. We gotta see that in slow. That looks delicious.
Does look good.
Well, you asked for cooking show from Trev. I had a cooking show from Trev.
Nice.
We should have a poll on what we're going to cook next.
What do you
I'm
want to
looking
see?
for Chinese food suggestions, but I'm also willing to try just about anything. As long as
What
there's
are
no
some-
curry or olives.
We have to give them the suggestions. What's
Okay.
a good?
I was
What do you
saying
have in
earlier,
the freezer?
pork fried rice was a good one.
We're going to do the pork fried rice. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that, John. Give us a yes or no poll on that one, Johnny. Pork fried
What-
rice next, yes or no?
Johnny, what's your favorite
Or man.
Chinese dish?
What would you order? Everybody pick an item. Ginger beef.
I like the
I like the general. General
General Pow's
General
chicken?
Chow,
Oh.
General
Oh.
Sao, General there's a bunch of different.
Here we go. There's a poll in the chat.
Pork fried rice.
Profile-
Oh, I'm getting really hungry, man. I'm glad I got some
If you
good
could
food.
smell it in here, John, you would be going nuts.
I
It
bet.
smells
Oh,
so
yeah.
good in here, are you?
Johnny, pork fried rice.
Yeah, I know. That too.
Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, the pork fried rice is two challenges in itself. So you got your fried rice, and you got to make that Chinese style barbecue pork. So
That's
people
right.
marinate that overnight. And it's got all kinds of fish sauce and stuff in it.
Mhm.
And I've got the oyster sauce. I guess I'm going to need to buy the fish sauce. And what's that other? Hussein? So, yeah, there's all kinds of sauces those Chinese people use in their food. It's so good.
Kung Pao chicken.
Cooks.
I like the good sweet and sour chicken. I like the. I mean, and that's totally American. The sweet and sour, that kind of, or pork, sweet and sour pork. But I do like that stuff.
I usually get the sweet and sour. Not hot. Orange chicken.
Mm-hmm.
There's orange chicken. I like the
stuff.
beef and broccoli.
Yeah.
I like that.
I can promise you a diced chicken cashew nut sometime in the future. That's one of my favorites.
Oh,
too.
I like
the diced chicken, with all the vegetables, the mini corns. I love mini corn, right?
Oh, those mini corns. You eat them like this?
No,
No, you eat the whole thing. I like the teriyaki too, like the steak
Well, now we're
teriyaki
going
or
to
the
that.
chicken
We could
teriyaki.
do sushi.
Man, we could go on and on.
There's a lot of good sushi places near me, so I haven't felt the need to rebel against them.
I
Hear
like
that,
the kung
Bergen?
pao. Yeah. I like kung pao chicken.
Who wants to see
Spicy is
delicious
good. I do
golden
like
brown
spicy.
onion rings? Oh,
Wow. Oh man.
Golden brown. Oh, John Biel. Oh, look at that.
Now, what do we put on the onion ring?
Ketchup.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you need ketchup.
No, I'm just kidding.
But as far as the sprinkled seasoning would go,
Salt. You gotta have a little salt and pepper. That's
Onion
about the extent
salt.
of it. Seasoned salt. There you go. Okay.
So-
Lowry's no
Epis.
MSG seasoning salt.
Lowry's. I like the adobo. Adobo is a good. That's one of my.
I make
Is
a
M-
killer adobo dish.
Is
The chicken
MSG
with the
like an
soy
actual
sauce and the
like
garlic.
thing you can just put on there extra?
Yeah, MSG it's like salt. It's like a type of salt.
What is MSG? Hey, robot.
It's a
I know
salt-like chemical.
Yeah, salt like chemical. There you go.
That's not necessarily good for all people. It doesn't really affect me badly, but some people it's like a gluten thing where they eat it and then they get all left up.
Oh.
We're gonna let that simmer. We got those simmer. We got this simmer. I gotta jump off camp for a second. Oh, kid just messaged me. You know what she wants?
Something to eat.
Buttermilk chicken strips. Well, the fryer's on, Dad. Can you throw a couple chicken strips in? I think we can arrange that.
Monosodium glutamate.
How many do you want, Jack?
Oh, are they watching?
Wow.
No,
He's
she's not
cooking for
watching.
all of us.
She's within earshot.
Oh.
There's 4.5 left. Do you want me to cook them all?
Of course.
Cook them all.
Now we got to wait for the latency with the messaging nonsense. Typical. You're right.
Always with chicken
I can
strips,
throw
you
sweet
cook
sour
them
sauce
all.
on one of them, and that'll be sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah. No, but with chicken strips, you always cook them all because
All the
you
chicken
get
strips.
you get hungry
All
later as
the
you're gaming on Twitch, and cold chicken strips are awesome.
Now,
Yeah.
chicken strips frozen are going to
Right.
take 8 minutes.
Well, not that cold, but yeah. Oh, and you got the extra stuff there too.
Look at the crumbs we had to throw
Oh
out.
my goodness.
We
Yeah.
paid for those crumbs.
Hey, you can put those on your food afterwards.
You could, but why would you?
Enjoy my plum sauce. Ugh.
I got some plum sauces, Ronnie. The little packs that they send out from the old days when I used to order Chinese food and start making my own.
From what restaurant?
Could be a dragon in the sky.
Hmm.
Something resembling a dragon in the sky.
Can we drive
But
by
the
there
only thing I
later
use those
and
plum
egg the
sauces
place?
for are the spring rolls. I mean,
No.
otherwise it's redundant for anything else that would require it because sweet and sour pork comes with all sauce and chicken balls, all that shit comes with
Wow.
sauce built in. So what the hell do you need these little plum sauces for? Spring rolls.
Plum sauce.
Egg roll if you like.
How about the the dumplings? The what is it called?
Well, there's lots of dim sum.
Snow White and the Seven Dumplings?
No, there's it's like Chinese dumplings. I don't know what they're called. Ravioli, Peking ravioli or something like that. There you go. Is that it?
Chicken and
Yeah, you
vegetables.
throw a bit
Yeah.
of oil in the pan and some water. You
Pot
throw these
stickers.
in there, you let them steam for a bit, and they're just delicious.
So good.
Man.
That's one of my other favorites. Gotta get some of those.
Trev, we got to have Thanksgiving together. Oh, but you guys have a different Thanksgiving, huh?
Then we can have two, right?
Yes.
One here, one there.
Yes.
I make
What
a
do you-
mean turkey, dude.
Oh.
I cook it on the grill, cook it in the oven, smoked it. The problem with smoking a turkey is it always goes out.
Oh.
Peking ravioli.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to escape for a minute. I need to go see a man about a horse.
Nice.
Be right back.
Thank you. I've never known what that means, but I think I know now.
What?
I think it means bathroom.
Oh, okay.
He says that when we're on Twitch. He says that all the time. And
Okay.
I never knew what that meant, but
Hey, we all got to do that. It's okay.
yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
look at this though. We got our poll. I just ended the poll.
Oh,
What
what do we got?
Pork fried rinse. 66% yes.
Oh yeah.
29% no. 4% yucks.
Wow. A little bit of everything there. Good.
Nice.
Good poll. Good poll.
Very, very cool. Yeah, man. Dude, this is great, man. We've been talking about some sort of like cooking or eating or something.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And this is perfect. Look at this. We got a shot of the dude's kitchen. You know,
Got
we
the
got
fryer
onion rings
going.
sitting
Onion rings
there.
in the foreground there.
Look at
stuff.
that. You got chairs.
Chairs. You got a TV. You got a backpack. You got a window.
Yeah. And look, he's
So-
back.
The rated R version of Go See a Man About a Horse would be like, I've got to piss like a six-peckered billy goat.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I would imagine. You're pissing all the time if you're 6.
All right. Good. You may have got a little black on some of the garlic, but I think you'll be okay.
Looks good, man. Smells good too.
What do we got? 420 left on the strips. You know what that means.
Oh,
420. We'll be back.
smoke them if you got them.
Cribs tour, sort of. Wait, John Beale just left.
What? Done but not forgotten.
Wow, look at that. Still light
These are-
out.
Just barely. And it's overcast, but dry. So I'll take it.
You're more north than I am because it's dark here
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I think we figured it was about 40 minutes difference.
Mm-hmm.
The sun sets, even though we're in the same time zone, because you're at the lower latitude. You know, in Alaska, they're coming up to the 30 days of brightness. I've been to Alaska. Do you know Alaska is one of my favorite places on Earth?
No, that's
It's
cool.
beautiful out there. Yeah, we got some.
Man,
Yeah.
this is.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to prepare the guest quarters for Hit Metalworks. He's on Vancouver Island, which is really not that far, but takes a long time because of the ferry. It's like a 2.5-hour boat ride.
Uh-huh.
Ferries hold about 500 cars and 2,000 people. You get on there with packed in like cattle, and you go over. So we're close, but not drivable. It costs you $100 too to take that stupid boat.
Oh,
Man.
dude.
But he's got a plan. We're gonna get together, and it's gonna be good.
That sounds awesome, man.
We should party at John DeShane's house, who's our other friend, a little bit further inland than I am.
I remember when we did a private video call that one time when we were trying to
we
figure
were on the
out.
Discord troubleshooting your Focusrite.
Right. Yep, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so I got to meet him.
He's got the Friedman BE Deluxe 100, which is got to be the most glorious thing I've ever heard a guitar plugged into.
Wow.
Cool.
It does it all. I mean, you got your Fender, you got your Plexi, you got your JCM 800. Just flick, tic tac toe, and away you go. It's.
Don't forget about the Marsenal.
Well, the Marsenal's okay,
Those Marsenal amps.
but it's
That-
a JCM 900. I mean, it cost me $600. But for a guy who just sits out in the shop and plays music for himself, I'm not going to gig. I'm not going on the road. I'm not making a band. I just love the sound of loud guitar. So this fit the bill for the budget for sure. I'm not going to spend $5,000 on a Friedman BE 100 Deluxe to sit out here in the shop, half cut out of my head, making loud music, annoying the neighbors. JCM 900 will do that.
Sure. Man. Got to have the disco ball too.
Well, yeah, you do.
That's a go-to.
Oh, nice.
The gearbox broken. I mean, it should be spinning around with a spotlight and doing the. But I do have a thing. Hey, wait, give me an idea. I do got a thing.
You got a thing? What's that Marshall behind you? That looks like, I think I might have that same 1x12 there.
That is
it's a Marshall
state Marshall Valve State 20. That was the first one.
I think I have that same combo amp. I only have like one amp at these days.
I had that amp as a hand me down from my younger brother. Hand me up, hand me down. I don't know. Anyways, there you go. Hey, there you go.
Oh yeah, dude, we got lights, we got onion rings, we got Marshalls.
I had to resolder the input jack on that one because it had a dry solder joint. I mean, that's kind of my jam. I fix stuff and I love to solder. So it was one of those things where you had to hold your mouth just like this and wrap the cable around it over this way, and then it would work. You did a couple minutes of Google searching, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh, that's probably a cold solder joint. Check. Yep, sure enough, there's a circle. There you go. It works great. That's my travel amp.
Nice.
That's awesome, man.
I have yet to put the pedal board through it. It doesn't have a loop, so it's kind of hard. But we got. Is this working? Let me see. Yeah, so we got SD1 and S2, Strobo Stomp, which is one of my favorite new purchases. The iSpot Pro 6-output power, which really made a difference in noise. I got to say, once I did the isolated power supply, holy smokes. And the DD20 in the loop, set for kind of a chorusy mode.
Mm-hmm. I had that DD20.
It's a great
years.
pedal. I hardly use any of what it can do.
Does a lot of stuff. You actually press on both pedals at once, and it gives you some like really weird like sound, like sped up, like engine sound or something. It's crazy. What are you looking at? What's down there?
We got a message. Timer's going off.
Oh,
Go get that stuff.
let's go get it.
Get those strips up out of. Okay.
Let's get those strips.
Here's Gus.
Gus, look out.
Here's Gus. He's coming up. Oh.
Oh.
Can we open the door with a Gus in our arms? In the phone? Probably not.
Huh? Let us Gus.
Discuss the Gus. All right. Go away. There we go. Well, I'd say this strips worked out all right.
Yeah.
Oh man, the kitchen's on fire.
No.
Meth is cooked.
Oh.
Let's go run some garbage cans. Now we can unplug the deep fryer. Drink is ready.
Good idea. Yeah. To get that thing disconnected.
I forgot to. I've got for a few minutes. We'll go back up to the shop. Come eat in a minute. I don't want to necessarily eat on the stream.
You can eat on the stream. That's fine with us.
Well, I know you snack all the time when we're on Twitch.
Yeah.
This is different.
Actually, there is a difference. It's more like you can get away with a lot of weirder stuff on Twitch than you can on YouTube, I think.
We're at the crest of the sunset, I think, here. This would be dusk. Is it dusk or is it dawn? No, it's dusk. Dusk till dawn. What a great movie.
Yeah.
Selma Hayek, are you kidding me?
I never saw it.
What? Not a fan of Quentin Tarantino?
What
Who?
were you saying? Dusk Till Dawn?
Quentin Tarantino?
Pizza
What-
rolls?
Which one were you talking about? Dusk Till Dawn?
That's still gone. The vampire movie with
Yeah, Tarantino and who's the other guy?
Clooney,
Vampires.
Tarantino himself. What's that chick's name?
Oh, Juliette Lewis.
Juliette Lewis.
That was a good movie. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go to Blockbuster and rent some of those.
there you go.
Where are we at? We're about this deep, I guess, eh? That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Oh. Choo-choo trains coming down the tracks.
Nice.
Now I'm in front of my computer. I can scroll up and see some of the chat. Hey, Metalworks. See you for breakfast tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got pancakes and sausages for breakfast.
Nice.
Man, John Biel, we got to get over there, man.
I know it's a long ride for me, but
Do you have your passport? We need
You just
passports to
gotta
get
get
over
here.
there, right?
I haven't renewed mine recently.
Your food and your lodging's covered. You just got to get here.
Man, someday I'll make
And
it.
then you can play the
Passports to get
Marshall.
there, though, right?
Nowadays, you have to have a passport to go to Canada, Mexico, anything.
Since
anywhere,
9/11.
anywhere out of the U.S. You know.
Back in the day, we used to just flash our driver's license and go across. It was beautiful. But now, yeah, since 9/11, and you got to have your passport. Mine expired because of stupid things that are happening. And right now, the lineup to get your passport renewed is like around the block. It's ridiculous. I guess a lot of people got lockdown
Mhm.
passport syndrome. Is that what we call it? Yeah, lockdown passport syndrome.
Yeah. Wow. But yeah, one of these days, John Biel and I will crash your place, and
As long
have
as you cook for
breakfast.
us, that sounds good to me.
Let's
That'll
make
be
it a
deal.
weekend. We'll get the gear outside. Hip Metalworks will come over. John DeShane will come over. Well, probably better to do it at John DeShane's if he approves, because he's out on a couple of acres in the middle of nowhere, and we turn that BE 100 Deluxe like up to 10, and
Up to 11
we didn't go to 11, but
or 15.
Friedman 10 is a regular 15. Yeah, I mean that thing just sounds so good. It's the definition of notes. It's and this
Tone.
it doesn't have, like, you can make it gain, but even if you back the gain off, it just has this. It sounds like the music's coming through a Tesla ball, right? Just like lightning, just.
Love it.
oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, we'll eat pizza and pancakes and make Chinese food and grill steaks. And if you like salmon, I can grill you a pretty mean salmon.
Man. Someday I'll make it out there, out west.
Wagon
I've yet to go. Well, actually, no. I've been to Mexico, so that's the only time I've been west of the Mississippi. So,
Wow. See, for me, I haven't been off the North American continent. I've been to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Been to Dallas, Fort Worth. I actually love Dallas, so I felt at home there. Even though I didn't really even leave the airport, it just seemed like.
Well,
nice
you were in that hat earlier. Do you still have that hat?
I'll put on the hat if we get a super chat.
oh, there you go.
Look at that. Who wants to see him wear that hat? Change the lights. Change the lights and look
We
at
need more?
this hat.
All right. Let's put this one back on. Does that help?
There we go. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that.
Come on.
He was
you
wearing
want it.
He was wearing that hat before we started,
Yep.
and I
Camera
thought
angle is stupid.
I thought it looked pretty good. Look at that. Look at that.
It's straight for me, but it's crooked in frame. What if
It should be a little crooked. Should be a little worn out and crooked. It's got to look a little.
I don't know what you're talking about, John, but little
Your beard,
Hey,
your beard, your
freaking
hat,
thumbnail.
your shirt, all of it should be a little.
There we go. That'll be the thumbnail. Thank you, Mike Neese. Mike Neese. There we go. There we go.
There he is. Love you, Mike, brother. I hope you're having a great weekend with your extra time off. It'd be nice to do some shots with you. This one's for you, Mike Neves.
Seems
He's getting too empty.
Got to do the.
I think there needs to be less in there
There
for
it
it to
is.
make the sound.
It's sensitive zone. It's getting a little low. It takes a lot of air to make it.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The,
Tone's
the
getting
less
lower
that's in
and
there,
lower.
the deeper it goes, right? Cheers, brother. Thank you, Mike Neves.
Cheers. Mike Neese. Mike Neese. We all know Mike Neese is awesome. He also hangs out with us over on Twitch and actually talks with us in the Discord. And
I think Mike Neese is my biggest fan.
man, that's awesome.
Cool.
Oh, there you are. Oh, and it's your birthday coming up.
Happy birthday.
Mike Neese.
Hey, no.
Can you see this? I'm trying. This thing's getting stuck. There we go. Birthday on Monday.
Nice. Happy birthday, Mike. I'm kind of lucky in a way that my birthday's June 25th. So it's exactly half a Christmas.
It's also a day before Edwards.
Oh, really?
Oh, no,
Oh.
you said June.
He said
I thought you
June.
said January. Sorry.
25th, yeah. So I always kind of said that Christmas was my half birthday. And that came back to bite me in the ass because my kid was born December 6th. So guess what June 6th is?
That's my mom's birthday, December 6th.
And it's my daughter's half birthday.
I've never figured out my half birthday.
That'll be 6 months before or after your birthday.
Mine's June 15.
Well, then December 15th is your half birthday.
April
Well, there you
15,
go.
so it'd be October 15 or something like that.
You get screwed because it's Christmas time and people are going to combo gift.
Hmm.
Happy birthday, half birthday, Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Merry birthday.
Uh-oh. No, what's that?
Happy
that?
Birthmas.
I'll bring you fire. Oh,
Birthmas.
nothing, just a little bit of drum tobacco that I rolled up myself.
Drum. I remember that from college. Drum.
All the hippies.
Yep. The drums. Good stuff.
You know hippies?
I knew some hippies back in the day.
I love hippies.
Some faux
What
hippies,
kind of
some
people?
90s hippies. 90s hippies weren't real hippies. You know?
No,
Grungies.
we're talking 80s hippies, maybe.
No,
Even-
hippies
even
are
late
60s, early 70s would be hippies. That's my opinion. You know?
Well, I mean,
I like the grungies.
Yeah, the grungies. I'm a
I was this
grungy.
close
Yeah,
to being
the
at Woodstock.
grungies.
My
Crunchies.
mom's birthday is June 24th. So she went into labor on her birthday with me.
Oh,
But
man.
in, June 25th,
Is that weird?
69. And then
Wow.
she
Or it
was
happens.
going to go to Woodstock, but she didn't go because she had gotten too pregnant before that could happen. So
Everybody
I
that my
almost
mom
made
said
it
the
to
same thing.
Woodstock.
Everybody who was around in 1969 said they almost went to Woodstock. And I'm not discounting your mom's story, but
What a
my mom
great
said the same
year.
thing.
I mean,
I
Man
almost
on
went.
the Moon, Jimi Hendrix, Woodstock. There's so many good things happening in
Oh
69.
yeah. Altamont.
That was
Johnny
here,
knows this.
Altamont.
Yeah, that's up.
That-
That's
that
up
was
the,
out here.
up the road from you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would love to have seen that stuff, but maybe not lived it, but seen. You know,
See, given the choice, if I could go back in time and be at Woodstock, I probably wouldn't because it was a fucking
No.
mud pit and shit dog.
and you couldn't hear it.
the
You couldn't hear
musical
the bands
experience would be
anyway.
awesome. If you could be in the booth, in the engineering booth, or
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
on stage somewhere, that'd be awesome. But to be one of the peasants in the pit,
Yeah.
that
The sound
It would
system
have been
was
a
like
rough weekend.
5,000 watts. Like, you know, it would be enough to fill a small theater these days.
Right.
You know, and they, you know, 500,000 people or whatever. You know, I mean, I love the film Woodstock. I watch it every year. I sit down and make the time to sit there and enjoy Woodstock every year.
I love that movie because it does give you some of the behind the scenes stuff and the story about the promoter and how it fucked him over because everybody just
rest in peace, Michael Lang.
Right.
And what's his
name? As far as festivals go, I want to get my ass to Europe for a Hellfest or a Loudfest or a crazy motherfucker fest. I mean, all those festivals they have in Europe to go for a weekend with 250,000 people. Come on. That's how you party for a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of trash there.
Look at that party.
Seagulls. Where's that?
That reminds me of a friend's house.
That reminds me, I got to clean up the yard.
Hey, speaking of festivals, we may as well spend a little time talking. It's the anniversary of the US Festival and
which
Monsters
is one of
of
my
Rock
favorite things to watch.
The US Festival. I was like I said, I was watching Judas Priest. I watched some of obviously Van Halen's set from that, and they really weren't that bad. They should release that. If when you watch the only real full video is the, you know, it's like a raw video from whatever it was what they were showing on the big screens out at the festival.
Yeah.
And so you there's no overdubs or anything, but their set really wasn't. Dave did his usual thing and didn't you know, forgot the words or whatever, and you know, wasn't necessarily singing on key all the time. But for a Van Halen concert, there's no reason why they shouldn't just release that. And I feel like you know, maybe one of Ed's last wishes was just don't release the US Festival because everyone said it was terrible and everyone.
It's my second favorite thing to live without a net.
As far as it's great.
Go.
It's a good set. I mean, it's a full 2.5 hours or 2 hours plus of Van Halen at their prime.
Growing up through those times, I think we can compensate for the shitty production of some things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Metallica Kill 'Em All album. I mean, but if you saw Metallica live, you knew. And it's the same thing with the Van Halen. I mean, I saw the Balance tour. I've heard those songs live. So I can interpret. I mean, the production on the US Festival is not great, but it's good enough to bring you there and you compensate for what it's lacking. And it's still an amazing show to watch.
Well, the bootleg that's been around forever that, you know, I bought the VHS back in the 90s and, you know, from a bootleg, you know, back of the Circus magazine or whatever. But yeah, there isn't a great, but they did record, you know, full 24 track, you know, masters of all of this stuff. So it's out there, but I feel like the Van Halen camp just doesn't want to release it because of, no, I mean, the critics all said it wasn't a great step, but and Dave was off, but everything. But watching it as a fan, it's great. Sorry.
Do we know who's in charge of the Van Halen camp? Is it Wolfie?
Wolfie and
I guess Alex has a share, right? He must.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mean, those two, and you know, yeah. I mean, I guess that's pretty much the extent of it. And you know, I feel like that they could have released the US Festival, you know, 30 years ago, almost 40 years ago. They could have released it as a video or a home video or whatever. But I feel like, you know, just this last week I was looking through newspaper articles and I saw some, you know, Johnny knows I posted them all on the Facebook, and the terrible reception that the US Festival got. Not only the crowd was, you know, so many arrests, and Dave was inciting the crowd and everything, and you know, Dave was drunk off his ass and whatever. Watching the video, it's a typical from that era. It's a great Van Halen concert. You know, I've seen the 82, you know, Largo and in Montreal, and there's a few 82s, and then you've got the South America stuff, which was, and it's right up there with those, you know, and it's what they were leading. This is what they were leading up to the US Festival with the whole South American tour, and 82 it was the end of the Diver Down tour, so it was and it, Ed sounded great, and the band sounded great, and Dave was maybe a little, full of himself that night, but
A little awesome.
a little awesome, exactly. That's a good way. That's a great way to describe it. I mean, he was full of himself, and he rightly so. They were the highest paid people on that heavy metal day. They were the highest paid people for the '83
What a
Oscars.
show, though. I mean, look at that.
And then,
Being Canadian, I picked Triumph over Quiet Riot, but I mean, I would love to see all of those bands together.
The problem is that's the downfall of it all. Is that the crowd was 300,000 people were there for 12 hours in almost 100-degree heat. By the time Van Halen went on at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., nobody cared. And I hate to say it, and that's probably the biggest downfall of the thing. It was too long and
Too much heat stroke.
Too much, yeah. I mean, with that many people in the desert of California for 12 hours, and back then they didn't care about hydration or anything like that. Nowadays it's like you have the water stations and everything.
I'm a lizard. I love it. I love the heat.
I would have loved to have been there.
When we had our heat dome up here and it was 45 degrees Celsius, which is about 110 Fahrenheit. I mean, it was Las Vegas desert, Death Valley heat up here for a few days. And I have the above ground pool, 15 foot by 3.5. I've got the air conditioner in the house. So I could come out and roast. And God, I just love sitting on a hot rock in the sun for an hour at a time. Jump in the pool, jump in the house, eat some lunch, whatever. I mean, you got to have the cool down spots.
Speaking of roasting, how's your dinner?
It's settling. It's going to be like the Chinese food that takes an hour to get delivered to your house. I mean, that's got to be authentic, right?
Authentic,
but no, I mean, you have a timer going on out there or something, so you know exactly when it's done.
I think it's going to be done the next time the lights change in your guitar more.
There you go.
Oh,
but no, like I said, I'm not going to eat my dinner on string. So it's Chinese food. It'll keep.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably already
Dragon
chicken strips and onion rings. I'll be lucky if I get back and there's any fucking onion rings. That's the truth of the story right there.
Wow.
But that was, like I said, an audible. Called at the last minute. We got the deep fryer on. One of my favorite things. That big ass bag of onion rings cost me $10. If I go to A&W or someplace and order an onion rings, $5 for, 10% of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just kids learn to cook at home. Stop paying this fucking drivers. I was a pizza driver. That was my first job. But the price of that was included in your pizza. Now you're all paying $3 more for the pizza, plus a driver's fee, plus a tip. And it's like, what a time to be a delivery driver, I guess. I'm an Uber Eats guy.
Heavy metal day.
What was that thing called? Snack? What was the thing we tried doing, Jean-Ville? No, everyone was scared to do it.
What was it?
Treat Stream.
Treat Stream, yeah.
Treat Stream. I'll have to do a Treat Stream sometime.
Does it involve candy?
May 29th, Sunday. This is
maybe.
we're right at the anniversary exactly right here in the East Coast.
We are?
Yeah, for Heavy Metal
the 29th.
Day. And it was Sunday. It was a Sunday in 1983, so it's a Sunday today.
Isn't that funny? Math is cool.
I was watching Triumph. I watched some of the Triumph set. I was watching a bunch of the
Triumph set.
Triumph is great.
It was fantastic.
They were real. I mean,
they were at their pinnacle at that moment.
Rick, what's his name? Rick
Emerson.
Rick Emerson. Yeah. Rick Emmett. That's what it is.
Emmett. Yeah.
The trio. I mean, a power trio, if there was ever any. I mean, and
watching him play guitar,
he looks so relaxed.
It's different than I thought in my head when I first heard the songs. I mean, he really navigates around his guitar a little differently than I thought he did.
I was watching as he's playing his double neck right there, and so he plays it for like 3 songs in a row, after the first song, he breaks a string on the 12 string. And it was one of the G strings, one of the 2 G strings on the and so I was thinking to myself, like, okay, that's a custom Ibanez, I think, that he's playing, double neck, 12 and 6 strings. So I'm listening, and it's in tune the whole time. So he breaks one of the 12 strings, which isn't probably a lot of tension if it's the higher string on the G, but I don't know if he tuned between songs and they cut it out, but he plays right along the second 2 songs of that he's using that double neck,
right.
and he's right in tune. It sounds great. I mean, in his tone.
I mean, those are the true masters.
Yeah.
Vi can do it, Satriani could do it, but Nuno could do it.
Sure,
there's lots of guys out there, and Dimebag. I mean, Dimebag was the king of fucking swing when it came to bending and manipulating notes.
All of the guys from the 80s and 90s, I mean 70s and 80s, or anywhere from before the digital age, where they would have to bend it into tune. When intonation was never perfect, and you had to always bend your notes into tune. Ed and
but I mean, looking at the pictures here, a lot of time in the saddle before your ear can hear that kind of pitch displacement that you need to compensate for.
Mm-hmm.
I found, since I got this Strobo Stomp from Peterson, my ear's a lot more sensitive to a displacement in tone.
Mm-hmm.
And it did it there.
I mean, guitars will never be perfectly in tune. There's always going to be some frets and some strings that'll be, a couple cents out of tune. But you start to notice it with some of the old stuff from nowadays. They're getting a much better with the string gauge and the fret spacing and the saddle placement. You can really get as close as ever, but back in the day, you had to compensate. You had to just have that little bit of bend in it to get it in tune. I don't know what's going to put Trev and Johnny is out. There he is. Lost you for a minute there.
Shit.
You there, Trev? I don't know if you can hear us. We can hear you, Trev. Anyway, Johnny's out. Trev's can't hear us. But anyway, it was like I was saying, the US Festival. So what was the lineup? It looks like I could probably, yeah. So we had Quiet Riot opening the show on Heavy Metal Day, like around noontime. Then you had Motley Crue, Ozzy, Judas Priest, which I was watching their set the other day, which was phenomenal. Just professionals. I mean, for a touring band in '83, I mean, they were all. The band was super tight, and the vocals were all on. And then you go to Triumph, Scorpions. There's not a great. You can't find a full video of their set from '83, but. And then Van Halen, which has yet to release a real official stereo. You can't find a stereo recording of the full US Festival from Van Halen. There's, I think, HBO or Showtime, I think, put out a 20-minute set of their greatest hits from the US Festival, which is the highest quality stuff you can get, which is great, but it's only a few of the hits, and they did like Pretty Woman, You Really Got Me, Ain't Talk About Love, Running with the Devil, the greatest hits for
Happy Trails.
A 20-minute greatest hits, which is the best you can get. But then everything else, if you want the full 2-hour set from the US Festival, it's a VHS bootleg that's a couple generations old with a mono soundtrack, and that's it. I mean, everyone thought
it's not so bad though.
It's not bad, and I was watching it last night. There's some great versions of it on YouTube that are definitely watchable, but it's not stereo. it's you can hear the tape hiss, and you can hear the couple, and the video is pretty low, VHS quality, but it's enjoyable. I love it. I mean, I could, any of those bootlegs. You can. Is Trev back?
I'm
You there?
back, man. Fatal error. Daughter sends me a text. How many onion rings can I have?
How many onion rings do
go
you
to
want?
reply to her, and the whole fucking thing falls apart.
Oh no!
Survey says in the poll, how many did I say she could have? Half? All of them? As many as you want. Mike need.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, for those of you on the edge of your seat that can hardly wait to hear the answer, I told her she could have as many as she wants.
Oh.
Because she's my dog.
What was a great dad
Right?
there?
And when John BL and I crash your house, we can eat everything too, right?
You can actually boss me around to make you stuff.
Wow. Nice.
You can place your orders 24 hours in advance.
I'm gonna wait till you try out all your recipes and then find the perfect, Chinese dish or
Well, you might want to come up and let me surprise you.
Well, I'm willing. Yeah.
After
what
a
you
time,
made tonight
I'll get
looked
to
good.
know what you like, and I'll know how to cook for you. That was one of my God-given gifts. Honestly, going back to when I was a shithead 17, 18-year-old kid, up to no good, getting high, smoking cigarettes, playing sex, drugs, and rock and roll, right? Anyways,
There you go.
I fell into cooking quite easily. It just kind of makes sense to me, and I know how to make things the way you like them. If I know you. I mean, I have some friends who like their steak medium well done. And it goes kind of against my religion, and I may give it to them on the underside of what they've asked for. If you ask them for a well done, I'm going to give it to you medium well. If you ask for a medium well, it's going to be a medium plus. And you know what they say? That was the juiciest steak I ever had.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Of course it was, because it wasn't burnt, you dumb fuck.
Right. People who, I mean, I agree with you. People who haven't had like the perfect, slightly undercooked steak, they don't know what they're missing. And it took me a while to get to that. But I do.
Depending on the thing, I go from
the
rare
medium
to
rare.
rare.
Yeah, the medium rare is where it's
rare
at.
on tenderloin.
Medium rare.
Rare on a prime rib roast. Prime rib steaks, more medium rare, because you got to cook that fat off. You got to render that shit. You don't want a big jelly in your face. You got to render that shit down, and it becomes a chewy bit that you just pull out and spit away. With a New York or a strip loin or a sirloin, well, you're looking at just under a medium rare, the perfect spot.
Sharon likes it, yeah. Onion breath.
Onion breath.
Yikes.
Ooh.
I kind of wonder how many onion rings I'm going to have left when I get there.
A couple?
I told the kid to have as many as she wants. What was there? There was like 7 or 8, right? I'm betting. She'll leave me at least 2.
Yeah, hopefully.
She knows if she doesn't, I'm going to wake her up early one morning just because I can. Hey.
Oh, man.
You play the game, you pay the price.
Yeah. Right, everybody? Everybody in the chat?
We've got like 56 people watching according to my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see 58.
Oh, you know what I need to do, everybody? I need to like this video. I can't believe I didn't like it yet.
Oh.
Because it's a
goodness.
fantastic video.
Are you talking about this one or something else?
The one we've been watching for the last little bit.
Watching or participating in?
Oh, am I in the video?
You're watching something else. I mean, I've got so many options here.
Yeah.
There was a moment there with the phone that went crazy. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Smash that thumbs up.
Yes, let's get thumbs ups. Everybody watching right now, smash that thumbs up, please. That'd be nice.
The hat's about a half a size too small. Gives me a headache after 45 minutes.
Oh no!
Oh man.
I was wearing some socks that were too tight last Monday, and I came home and I went to go to bed, and my legs had these huge circles around them. It was horrible. They just itched.
Wasn't that from
Yeah.
Hot for Teacher? My socks are too tight.
Socks are too loose.
Socks are too loose. Is that what it was?
It's both. Loose underwear, tight socks, not good.
Man. I'm sweaty and my socks are too. What is it? My socks are too. Phil Hartman, everyone. Phil
Kind
Hartman.
of like
What is
when
it?
you fell asleep with a rubber band on your arm when you were a kid.
Oh, I
I
knew a
think we all
guy.
did that once, didn't we not?
I-
Everybody did.
I knew a guy in
Your fingers
school
are-
that put a rubber band on one of his fingers, and he kept it there for like a week.
Oh,
And
man.
every day he came into school, his finger was more blue.
Yeah, right. Look at this
It was
color of purple,
horrible.
man.
It was horrible. Who would do that?
It's gonna fall off any day, dude. It's gonna be so cool. I'll never be able to play 4 notes per string, but it doesn't matter.
That's awful.
What are we at?
That's awful.
About a 25%, I think.
About
It was
that.
big. Give her a little more, Captain. We got her.
Can't do it.
I
There you
can't even
go.
do it. Try harder. Dig in. Go hard. That's when you'll have the most rewards in life. The harder you fight for something, the more it will pay back in spades.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I have to agree with that. Right, Ned? What do you think?
Ned, where is
Ned
he?
knows
I
what-
don't even see him. You can't say Ned if he's not in frame.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, he
Come
actually
here.
knows
Chip.
what I'm saying.
My plastic's pulling off again.
There he is.
Not even charging.
Thumbs up for Ned.
Nedward.
Thumbs up. Look at this guy.
It's a new phone, right? I mean, I didn't have this problem with the old S8 Plus. The new S22 Ultra, she's a heavy bitch. On the fucking glue right off this thing. I mean, come on.
Johnny, did you let him out tonight or what?
Yeah, he was already out.
Oh, okay.
What kind of treat did he leave you in the house this night?
No, he didn't bring
No
any-
gifts tonight?
No
Good.
gifts.
None that you know of.
No gifts. You okay? No gifts.
I bet
It's
you if
good.
you pulled all the furniture out of Johnny's house, you'd find at least half a dozen carcasses
Oh,
or something.
no. Oh, I hope not.
But we would smell that though, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I would think so.
For the first little while, but it would go away. And you would get used to it as much as it would go away. It's kind of like parallel lines meeting in the middle.
Oh.
Wow.
yuck.
Don't wow me, Mr. John B. Up.
Oh,
You're the big brain on this fucking show. Come on.
I am? Oh, man.
he does have the biggest head in the shot.
Anytime Johnny is stuck for an answer, he says John B. L.
John
Yes.
Bill.
got
I do that
going.
in real life too,
I got
man.
that
Ask
going for me.
Laz. Ask Laz when we're out
I've seen it.
walking around. I actually say, I wonder what about this, and I go, John Bill. You know,
Well, I know
actually
he
do
has
that.
at least more than one monitor, and he's relatively an intelligent person.
See
So
right in my
Well, look, he's wearing glasses. I mean, usually glasses does mean smarter.
No. These are more and more I'm relying on these glasses.
ho ho ho, motherfuckers!
Wow.
1 + 2 is
7?
On
There
the
you
show
go.
tonight, Doctor.
Jeez. Good stuff.
Man,
was the end of that. We're getting a little too deep into this whiskey for this time of night.
Oh,
We better pause. You know what's a delicious pause? When you're drinking all night and you want to have something refreshing. Give me a moment. Allow me. If you will.
brought to you by Marshall.
Motherfucking spring water, bitches. This is $1 for 2 liters.
Well, that's
mean,
what I'm
and
doing.
it's fizzy water. It's filtered. It's clean. It's clear.
Regular seltzer. Yeah. Salsa.
Look at that.
Salsa.
I have the
Salsa.
fridge set so that this water will half freeze.
Wow.
And I'll tell you, every beer that comes out of that fridge is at the perfect temperature.
Oh.
Beer and pop won't freeze, but water? Boner Jams, this one's for you. Have a sip of water, Trev. You bet, brother.
There we go.
Let's hear it for water, everyone.
Let's
Water.
hear it
Fizzy
for
water.
Smash that
Filtered.
thumbs up for water. I think there's water emojis, aren't there?
Market bucket.
Now, who wants
Oh,
to see me
there's-
go up and pull a rib apart, at least? To see how those fuckers turned up.
Yes.
Go for it.
Let's see that, because technically we only got 15 minutes left.
Technically? Is that some kind of vehicle? Is it a technical truck that has like pontoons on the side and a machine gun in the back, and we can drive around northern Los Santos shooting down helicopters?
Oh, my
we
goodness.
got Los Santos. We got to pay a visit to. Look at this. I like these crib tours.
So
man.
garlic. It's gonna smell like garlic in my house for 5 days.
Oof.
Hey, okay. What was the over under for fucking onion rings left?
2.
Can I flip this camera?
That's off.
There,
There is a flipping. Oh, look at
There
that.
you go. 3.
Trace.
My kid does love me, despite me.
Oh. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, John ZD351. Hooray for Walter. Who is Walter?
We're gonna put y'all right here. We're gonna move the onion rings.
Look at this. He's going to
Maybe
show us
one-
his dinner.
Oh, no.
We're gonna pick the biggest, juiciest, bestest rib out of the batch. I mean, they've been sitting here heated, but not stirred. Okay, let's. Oh, that one's not good. This is one of those.
Is it falling off the bone or what?
Got to pull it a little bit.
I don't know. It's not really falling. I don't know. Looks good, though.
It's not falling off. I mean, you got to pull it off.
A little more marinated. Marinate a little longer next time, maybe.
Well, you know what? Some of the other people did was they pre-cooked them.
Oh. See?
Then they floured them, fried them for like 3 minutes instead of 6 minutes.
Looks good, though. I'd try one of those. Those look really nice.
Well,
Tasty.
Yeah. When
Tasty
John
stuff.
Biel and I spend the night at your house, we'll be trying your ribs.
Hey.
Um,
This is first
Onion
try.
rings.
This is
Drinking
first
your-
try. This is how we learn. We try it. Next time, man, we need the ribs a little more pull off the bone.
little
A longer,
less ribby.
slower cook time.
A little less ribby. Like that.
Well, no, you want
Needs
the
a ribboner.
You want the ribby.
You want them ribby?
The ribbier, the better.
What does that mean?
That's the onion ring.
Oh,
Look at that. He
Oh,
said he wouldn't
man.
eat on stream earlier, but look at this.
jeez.
We can get him to do anything now. Sleep over at Trev's. That's right, Majestic PB and J Cat. We'll be sleeping at his house. He'll tuck John Biel and I both in. He'll read us bedtime stories.
Oh, that's creepy.
I mean, we'll be sleeping in the same bed.
That's even
Well,
more creepy. That's
In order
disturbing.
to get the bedtime stories,
Jeez.
you're gonna have to
Save those for your
rip
kids.
Oh no! Don't tell them that.
All right.
Wow! Look at this.
Dancing, yeah.
Oh my goodness. You make me feel like dancing.
Dancing, yeah.
Look at that.
What do you got? A wood shop over there? I see all the sanding belts and stuff behind it. What do you got?
There's a bandsaw, there's a planer, there's a router, there's the table saw.
So you're making some guitars and some cabinets and some necks and some
Well,
furniture.
let me tell you a little story about my friend named Maple.
Wow.
Yeah. The maple, this big chunk of maple. That's 3 inches thick, and it goes to the floor. That's a 412 with a marshal on top.
Okay.
So that's 4.5 at least feet of solid lumber, but it's maple.
You can make a good body out of maple, or good, especially a good neck out of maple.
Well, fuck, at least a good neck, right? With a little bit of walnut, 5 layers, alternate the fucking grain. That's what you want to do, right?
Definitely.
I mean, I'm a woodworker. I came into guitar as a woodworker. I wanted to build a guitar before I wanted to learn how to play guitar. The reason I wanted to learn how to play guitar is because I had this big gear I bought for my daughter, and she don't want to turn it past 1. I'm like, nah, this thing, you've got to stretch your legs. It's like when I was a little kid. I was like 7, my sister was 5. Dad bought us dirt bikes, and every time we finished riding, I'd have to take my sister's dirt bike out and open her up to clean the plug. 2 strokes, right? Plug foul. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like, are you kidding me? You cannot have this thing and not turn it up. It's what it's meant to do. And like I say, I'm not going to go on the road. You won't see me in your town, but you can see me here on the Johnny Beane TV show.
Yes, and John Biel and I will be at your house at some point.
Someday.
I love
eating your food.
The loud sound.
Sleeping in your bed.
Wow. No.
Hey, well, I'll be on the couch, but you're welcome to it. I'll even put fresh sheets on.
Oh.
More water, kids.
Fresh water.
Water.
John Biel, this sounds so awesome, man.
Hey, as long as he cooks for us, that's good, man. He knows what he's doing when it comes to cooking.
Cleans.
The ribs wasn't a
us.
success. I'm going to admit a failure when a failure happens. They don't suck, but they're not as good as they can be.
Oh, I mean, you can always. There's always room for improvement. So,
I think the pre-cooking, like kind of a braising with the ribs and the sauce until they start to fall off the bone, and then flouring them and frying them.
See,
may give you a more succulent release of meat off bone.
Wow, succulent release.
Succulent release of meat off bone.
That's the sound of it. Every time you take a bite.
See, now there's got to be a way I can turn a stupid phone into giving me the chat so I can read it without having to look at the computer.
There's always a way.
It doesn't matter. I'm going sideways. I'm going sideways. No. Wait, what? No.
We'll let you know if the chat has anything to say.
The chat fell asleep.
Oh, what's that? Thomas Santiago? Trevor, have a shot. Okay, cheers. And actually, with Thomas Santiago, or should I say Thomas Santiago, he yells everything anyway. So with the capital letters, this one's for you, Thomas Santiago.
There it is.
Wow. You forgot to blow on it first.
Oh, all right. I'll give you the. I'll give.
Gotta do it again.
I need some moisturizer.
Oh, my goodness.
The lower it is, the slower you have to blow, but the more air you have to blow. Cheers.
That's what
Love
she
you
said.
all.
Wow.
What? Who's she? Where is she? Where did she go? Who's she?
I don't know.
Trent said that's
Who?
what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Music therapy labs. You brought it up. All of our thoughts with
No.
Laz and family
Say it's
tonight.
not so.
Yeah, Maximus has passed.
No.
Yeah,
Little bird.
it's
A
true.
little bird sings on my shoulder. Oh, tough times, man. Last heart goes out to you, man. That Maximus was an awesome bird.
Oh,
Yes.
that's sad to hear. Now I know. Well, sorry about that.
Yeah, Maximus was awesome.
Anytime a pet or passes.
Pets are family members. Come on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
say it if you ain't gonna. I mean,
Oh yeah, I agree.
I've loved more pets than some of my family members. Let's be true. It's a daily routine. It's a thing. It's a connectivity. It's the sharing of consciousness with another being. I mean, it can be a dog, it can be a cat, it can be a bird, it can be a rabbit, it can be anything. When you lose a pet, it hits hard, and I feel for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Except for if it's a vole running around my bathroom. That's different.
Very different.
Who would pet? Does anybody here pet a vole? Can we have that as a poll? Vole? A vole
We
poll?
did a vole poll.
No voles here.
Have a pet.
See that spinny light's not as magnificent with this one. There we go.
There we go.
Ooh.
There we go.
There we
We're
go.
in the home stretch too, by the way.
Have a vole as a pet.
I thought we'd be done 20 minutes ago. I don't know.
Maybe we should have been.
Yeah, well, we're minded.
But no, John BL.
Yeah. Well, well, if we haven't said it yet, happy Memorial Day weekend. A long weekend for me, and
I think I led with that.
Getting into summer. Yeah, well, you probably did, and it's been a long day over here. So it's for me, it's 1:30, almost 1:30 here. So, but
but doesn't it make you feel young that you can still stay up till 2:00 in the morning?
yeah, of course.
Like I said, I'm 53 next month, and I think you're in the range. Haven't paid attention probably could know. Doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm getting there.
He's not that old.
Johnny's catching up real quick. So, what are you, June?
That rate of time, it goes up substantially.
Oh, I know.
Between 40 and 50. Between 40 and 50 is a really funny zone. I mean, it is literally the top of the mountain. Over the hill.
No, I'm not over the hill.
Are you going to be 100?
You're not over the hill.
Are you going to be 100?
He's
I
over.
hope so.
I'll be happy to be 70. Give me 70 and I'm fucking going to be grinning like a pig and shit. Yeah.
I'm going to go as long as I can. I'm happy.
Well, that's it, right?
If I'm 100, I'll be happy.
But we got to have fun.
Oh, yeah. That's the most important thing. To be in good spirits. Happy.
I'm looking at this downhill slope of the life. And I'm just going to Shakespeare this shit and become true to thine self. You know?
Sounds good.
I don't have a significant other. She's gone away. It wasn't right. I have no need to have another significant other. So if you make yourself present, I would not be opposed to the idea. However, I'm truly happy by myself.
It's the most important thing. Keep yourself happy.
And I can surround myself with days. I mean, I'm ready to retire. Give me the fucking lotto already. I'm ready to retire. I could just sit here and be here with you guys all day and not give a shit about
That
money.
sounds awesome.
You know?
Sounds like a lot of fun. Definitely.
Play guitar,
That
eat,
does.
sleep, drink when you're hungry, you know, whatever. It's the way life is meant to be.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Have ribs, couple onion
Well,
rings.
I'm
Eat,
hoping they're going to
drink, and be merry.
release a little before I get back to them.
Sure.
What?
I don't know.
I would hope that the ribs I cooked will maybe release a little more tension in the meat before I get to them, so they're not as and a little more
Ribby.
Ribby. Yes.
ribbit.
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 Ever have
ribbit.
frog legs?
Oh no.
I would
Ever eat
not
frog
eat a
legs?
frog if it was the last thing on earth. I would dig up a plant to eat before I would eat a frog.
After
Yeah.
watching the Muppet movie, I will never eat frog.
That's a good movie.
It is
It's kind of funny
we
though
need to watch
because
that movie.
We gotta watch.
mean-
we got a lot of stuff we gotta watch. So.
I could never eat Kermit the Frog, but
no,
Miss
no.
Piggy.
Well, I mean, sorry to say, I enjoy a little bit of Miss Piggy.
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
Gonzo
Camilla.
had all those chicks, man. He had the most chicks out of anybody in that show.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
And the thing about
Awesome.
Gonzo is he's not of this world. Let me tell you about aliens,
Definitely not.
boys and girls.
Uh-oh.
Nah, you're gonna.
Ah,
Nah.
That's classified information there.
they're probably watching this
Well,
right now.
but they're releasing more and more of it every day, and it's kind of funny that they actually are.
Mm-hmm.
Which is scary because the stuff they're releasing is a fraction of what they're actually holding on to.
That's a whole other. That's a whole other night. Next time we can talk about the.
Oh,
alien.
this is such a great guitar. I fucking love it. Have I told
That's a
you all
great
how
one.
much I love me wee little prophecy exploder? Uh-oh. You know what? When my daughter says when I start putting on this Scottish accent, it should be lights out.
Time to
Mhm.
wrap it up.
Well, dinner time. Dinner
Yeah.
time.
I do have some food I
And
could eat.
bedtime.
You got some dinner. You're going to have dinner. You're going to go to bed. I'm going to jump on to Twitch and do some GTA. And
I'll probably meet you there.
you're welcome to hang out with me over there.
Well, Trev, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for cooking for us.
It was
looked
fun.
like
It was an
good stuff. I
absolute
could
blast.
taste it.
And
I
thanks
could
for having
smell
me.
it.
John
Smell it.
Johnny Beane. I love being on the show with you guys.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, man. Good stuff.
Thank
It's
you.
about the community. I mean, I know all these guys over here in this chat.
All of
I
it.
know I know these guys.
There
I
they
see them
are.
everywhere. Fucking love them all. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right, Ned? That's right. Thank you so much, channel members. You guys are awesome. All your support for these shows. Yes, GT in a few minutes. Majestic PB and J Cat. Yes, man. Join us.
He's so stoked because he just got his gaming computer back. He's been playing on a laptop for 3 weeks. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, Majestic, I'll be there, brother. We'll see you, man. Sooner than later.
Man.
We have a great time. We have a great time over on Twitch. Join us. We'll be live over there just within minutes.
Wow.
I'm sure.
If you want another couple, maybe a few hours of content, join us over there.
Everybody go pee, get a snack, grab a fresh drink, and meet us back on Twitch for some GTA.
Yes.
Sounds like a lot of fun, man.
Yes. And don't forget, I'll be at the NAMM show June 3rd
And
through
John BL,
6th.
don't be afraid to come join us because, you know, we shelter our noobs. We protect them. We get them experience points and money, and we bring them up to the level when they can start to perform. So,
Oh man, I appreciate that. One of these
everybody's
days I'll make it
welcome.
over
Everybody's
there. Yeah.
welcome on the Discord. Come join us on the GTA stream.
Cool.
Yes, Ned agrees. There he is.
Of course, Ned.
Dancing, yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Good night, John Beal.
Good night, all. Have a great week. Take it easy.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo!
Oh my goodness. Fucking pizza is boned. Fuck.